First of all, a definition. What is social learning? Social learning means acquiring new informations and new behaviors from the observation of others. And this way, this is divided, so this is different from individual learning and species-typical behaviors. You might already know a bit about individual learning, because this is what the training techniques you all know rely on, basically associative learning, and species-typical behaviors, which are those behaviors that are sort of written in our genes. So, where does the do as I do come from? Because this name might be quite weird. I use do as I do also in Italy and in Europe, not English-speaking countries, and they always say, do as what? What's that name? For you it's easy because you speak English, but for foreigners it's not so easy. But I kept that name because this is a scientific protocol that has been used in the 50s by Hayes and Hayes to test imitative abilities in a chimpanzee. So as I told you, going back to that image with the scale, with the humans at the top and the other animals at the bottom, if any species possess the ability to imitate, they thought it must be closely related to humans, so it might be that a chimpanzee has this imitative ability. And so in the 50s, Hayes and Hayes did this experiment with a chimpanzee, and they called this protocol do as I do. So, of course, it is about repeating actions. So the experimenter raises a hand, and the performance of the chimpanzee is scored as a correct performance if he also raises hands. And this kind of experiments had never been done on dogs. But in 2006, a paper on animal cognition was published by Topal and colleagues, again from my research group, and the title of the paper is Reproducing Human Action and Action Sequencing, Do as I Do in a Dog. So in this case, the experiment was done on a Belgian Tervuren dog. Here is the training protocol I'm going to explain, and we are going to work on these 2 days. The training protocol aim is to teach the dog that do it means copy, which is a rule. So it is not that you have a cue that means perform a particular action, like if I say sit, the dog sits. So it puts the bottom on the ground, and this is based on operant conditioning, of course, and not on social learning. But in this case, I want to stress that the dog is learning a rule. The dog is learning that do it means copy. So do it does not refer to any particular action. Do it. Resta. Do it. Resta. Do it. Super. Super. Resta. Do it. Bravo. Bravo. Resta. Do it. Resta. Do it.